What in God's name is going on in here?
52.
Let's do this, man. We're doing it.
So like that.
53, man.
53.
Man.
I didn't know we were showing up this week.
Yes, we had to. We had no damn choice. We were forced.
We've been, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but we've been recording a podcast for over a year now.
Yeah, it's been.
Actually, we tried to quit, and it was by popular demand that
They wouldn't let us.
that we're back. They
wouldn't
would
let
not
us.
let us.
We got a personal phone call from
them.
Ralph Macchio, and he said, "You guys got to keep
Yeah, you gotta
going."
Keep it going, man. Keep it flowing, man. Keep it
Got it.
flowing.
I got it.
53. What do you got? Anything 53?
I got nothing for 53.
Nothing for 53. No 53s.
I did not Google at all.
Oh, I know. I had one in the chamber there. Nah, I'm not talking about the ass either. Mark Eaton. Mark Eaton with Utah Jazz. He was 7'4", white guy, pasty, huge dude. He's I think he's in the Hall of Fame. Mark Eaton, big fella. Had Daryl Chocolate Thunder Dawkins. He used to break back in the 70s. He used to break the backboards, and because of him, they had to break the breakaway rim.
The breakaway rim.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Where
Before Shaq.
Yeah.
he used to break all the damn backboards and shit. And then who else? There was other than that, there was really nothing else. There's pretty slim pickings on that one, dude.
53. It's not a popular.
Not a popular number. Not a
I used to have a 1953 Bel Air.
That
Oh,
works.
nice. Cool.
That works.
Yeah.
That works for me.
That's cool.
And then 54 should be a little easier.
I hope
think
to
there's
be 53 one day.
getting close.
Hey.
Close.
Hey,
I'm outside there. I'm outside them doors.
How many years before that happened?
hey, not long, man.
Yeah.
It'd be 49 this year, so
I got 7 more to go.
Trucking
dude. I got
along.
7 more years before that. Lucky number 7.
wow.
Yeah, 53, man. We're back. We keep going. Running through social media, looking through the social media stuff, and I got great news, man. I got great news. Well, at least for me, I'm happy. Instagram, I saw Kanye West is back, man. He's back on social media.
Yeah.
And his first tweet, I don't know if you can pull it up. His first tweet, I don't know if you can, but you can just play it. Not on Instagram. It was to Jonah Hill, and it said, "Thank you, Jonah Hill. I enjoy watching movies, and I like Jewish people again." That's what he said, dude. That was his Instagram post.
He's
can't
into
help
Jew
himself.
cats, though, right?
He does. He's a big
into
Jew cat,
cats,
man.
yeah.
He is, but
Dude,
he's back.
Was he trolling though?
I don't know, dude. I don't really know, but I hope he is.
Dude. Okay, this is the thing. He's one of 3 things. He's either incredibly out to lunch, and has no clue what's ever going on ever, or the second thing, he's the most insensitive person that doesn't care about anybody at all ever, or he's the smartest, most brilliant marketer that's ever existed.
I think he's done some things that have been smart, but once you get to a certain level, he'll always be, no matter how stupid he does or what he does, people are still going to follow to look and see.
Oh yeah.
Britney Spears is an example.
Yeah.
She's so far off of the reservation right now, but she's still so powerful as an influencer, right?
And it's
Because of all those followers.
Yeah.
and
And
then
just want to see what she's going to do next.
What's next?
and so when we're talking about conspiracy theories and shit, that's one of them. Britney's gonna be one of mine because, from what I gather, and I won't ruin it, but I think she's not alive anymore. But that's just a thing that is a conspiracy theory going around, and I'll deep dive into that when we do our conspiracy theory episode.
Dun, dun, dun.
So yeah, we'll save that one. But no, I agree. For me, it's just entertainment. For me, it's entertainment, and I just see what's he doing. And like I said, he said watching Jonah Hill on 21 Jump Street made me like Jewish people again. And it's just
I'll go
for
with
me, it's
number 1,
comical.
Bob.
It's comical, dude. I think he's
Out to lunch.
Hey,
out
so
to lunch.
you know,
I want some of that
I
lunch.
mentioned some of that star power.
Yeah.
I like Shark Tank. That show Shark Tank. I think it's pretty neat, especially to watch some of the episodes, and then I Google to see if that product
Made it.
Did it make it?
Yeah.
Did it not make it? Even the old
Mhm.
episodes, but to listen to someone talk about how they were gathering sales, and what's your customer acquisition cost on some of those, and where they spend their money. And so many of these products nowadays, when you have a new product, you spend your money on influencers, right?
Yep.
So you just find this guy. Here's Trent. He has 700,000 followers or 500,000 followers, and we get you to show up with our new peanut peeler or whatever it is, and that's how they're selling product. It baffles me that
Yeah.
certain people, once you get those followers, you're You're kind of
I
golden.
think that's
for
what
that.
somebody did with Kia. The reason I say that is because all the soccer moms are trading in their big SUVs
Mhm.
and getting like the Kia. What is it? Telluride.
Telluride.
Telluride and
Yeah.
the Sorrentos.
The
Yeah.
those are
Sorrentos.
good. They're
And I'm like, I have a buddy that he's works for Kia, bro. He is banking,
Wow.
banking, and I don't know what it is. And I'm like, I asked him, I was like what happened?
You know, they were big sponsors or big paying into NBA
Mhm.
advertising a few years ago. I don't know if they still are now.
I know the Shaq's. I knew Shaq was kind of advertising for them, and also there was another one. What's that guy's name? Basketball. He can dunk really. Big dunk guy. Anyway, he was one of the first guys to promote Kia, and it was because he had the space, the leg room was big for a compact car. Had nice leg room because he's like 6'8" or something, or 6'7", and he had leg room. So that's why it people notice that, and people who got kids and shit, and
Yeah.
you need the room,
Yeah.
and it makes sense, you know. And he was in the back seat and shit, and he fit comfortably. So it's like,
They're leaving like the Mercedes alone. They're
Yeah.
leaving the
Yeah.
Cadillac Escalade
Yeah.
alone, and they're going to Kia.
10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, man.
Something.
Something.
I remember the Expedition when it used to be
Easy
huge.
to spell.
Expedition was a good one, man. Expedition was always fancy. What was the other one that was really popular, man?
Navigator.
Navigator was huge with
Mm.
people. It was big in the urban areas.
Yeah.
A lot of body room.
Yukon.
Oh, the Yukon, yes,
Yeah,
the Yukon was
Yukon.
big too.
Denali.
Denali was nice, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kanye's back. I'm happy, dude. Well, like I said, at least I'm happy he's back. And then remember I was telling you about this Trent, where I was asking, I don't know if I told you guys, Netflix is hot again, dude. Every time I try to cancel my subscription to Netflix,
They pop off.
it sucks me back in, dude.
Yeah.
Netflix got the Waco, the American Apocalypse, man. It's
Yeah.
a brand new three-part episode. I think they're like 45 minutes. They're quick hitter. It's amazing, dude. And it's like everybody knows the story. Everybody knows the story. But what it is unseen footage you haven't seen before. Like there's like inside the compound, like
Is this a
You're-
documentary or a show?
it's like a docuseries kind of thing, and it's
Docuseries,
it shows like footage from him giving his sermons and like people who were it's three people that were involved in the they were Davidians. One was a mom and one was a little girl that was born and raised on the compound, and then there's a guy that David Koresh met in L.A. and he brought him to Texas to become a part of his cult there. But the thing that it was interesting, and like I said, I've heard the story a million times and I've seen it a million times. But the thing that got me, dude, was to see the the the, the negotiators and the TAC team. I forget what they were called, the tactical team or whatever it was that was out there. They weren't communicating and they were screwing shit up. Like the negotiators were talking to David Koresh and say, "Hey, now we're good. We're good. We just want you guys to come out." All this shit, and David was like, "Well, you want me to come out, but I see your
Yeah.
snipers and shit moving out here, saying you're not telling me the truth."
If I remember correctly, I haven't seen this
Yeah.
I've
Go
seen
love
other
it.
documentaries, but I
Yeah.
haven't seen this one yet. I'm gonna watch it tonight. But I did see the dramatization
Mhm.
show or whatever that came out. It might have been Netflix too. It was Netflix or Showtime or something like that. Whatever. It was
It had movie stars and shit in it, right?
It was yeah. It was a
John
pretty big
Leguizamo or
show.
some shit?
Yeah, it's,
I
it's, a,
think-
it's a pretty big
yeah.
show. But if I remember correctly, it was basically like an inside beef between ATF and the FBI, right?
Yeah, it had to be
They were-
two different
they were bumping
agencies.
Heads.
Yeah.
They were bumping heads because they
And
called the FBI in to help with negotiations because
Yeah.
they couldn't handle the guy that was the main negotiator with the ATF. He just couldn't hang, man. Like he just wasn't
Yeah.
good enough. He wasn't, he didn't have enough.
He started getting pissed, right?
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
like, he was just like, it was trying to strong arm, the
Yeah.
whole situation, and I think the FBI was wanting to be a little bit more, surgical and
Yeah.
So that's the guy that you asked for a pizza and a helicopter same time, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Negotiator.
yeah.
I want a pizza.
Yeah.
Bring me a helicopter.
A fully fueled helicopter.
Yeah, no
That
shit.
guy.
On the roof. It has to be on the roof. It's got to be
yeah.
on the roof though. So that's what the problem is. So I thought, but the footage was so good, man. Like they had, what was the guy that blew up the Oklahoma bombing? Was it what's his name?
Timothy
Timothy
McVeigh.
McVeigh. Dude, he was out there selling his merch, dude. He had like Nazi merch and shit. He was out there he was out there like when all this was going on. He was out there selling his shit, selling T-shirts and shit of his stuff.
What was the year on that?
93.
93.
93,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, that's what
high
I
school.
thought because I remember it from being in college
Mhm.
and in a criminal justice class. We were watching that basically daily.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, because
Yeah.
it was
51 days,
you
man.
know, here it is. Let's see what happens, and let's
Yeah.
see what these agencies do. And ultimately, it turned out to be a disaster.
So-
But I remember watching it and discussing it
Mhm.
in a class daily. You know,
Yeah.
it was
Hey,
That's cool.
wild.
David Koresh was before his time, huh?
Oh, he had the looks, man.
Dude, that dude was
Yeah,
he'd
the
be a
looks.
dime.
He had
today.
a leather jacket and a Mustang, right? Or Camaro.
Something like that, yeah.
Mustang or Camaro? I can't remember.
Yeah, I
Which.
can't remember if he had a bitch.
He would have been a dime today, man.
Oh yeah, he was. He
With
had.
the-
The, he
the
had. The, he
mullet
was
and the-
stylish.
But you know, Netflix is doing an interesting thing.
glasses.
Yeah.
You know, with this show,
Mhm.
with the serial killer shows that they've done, and it's to me, I think it's ingenious. They're picking these topics that our age folks want to revisit.
Yeah.
Because they're almost a remastered version,
Mhm.
right, or a new take on this. And then the younger folks that are the Netflix addicts,
Mhm.
they think this is the coolest thing in the world. They've heard it for the first time.
Yeah.
So they're really just capturing everybody
Yeah.
with these shows and specials that they're doing over rehashed
Yeah.
stories.
And it's just stuff from the 90s that's hot. You
Yeah.
know, that the news that was hot
Yeah.
in the
And these
90s.
kids now, it's the
Yeah.
first time
Like
they've
we
heard it.
actually were there and lived it, you know, and watched it on TV, and they get to watch it
for the first time.
for the first time.
Yeah.
1968 Camaro SS.
There it is.
Black. It was nice.
Black.
It was
Yeah.
killer, man. It was smooth. Yeah.
Any Messiah needs to come back in a 60s.
yeah. He's gotta-
It
He's got to have a hot rod and guns, man. He's got to have a hot rod and guns, man. So
That's nice.
I thought God was a Mustang guy. But he showed up in a Camaro.
with the 4 horsemen and shit, you figured you have the horse, you know, the pony. So yeah, man, I was watching that, and it was just the new footage was great, man. The thing that I found was interesting. Oh, not interesting, but what I was caught my attention was like he would do his sermons and shit. They stay up late, man. They stay up late doing sermons all night, and then at the end of the sermon, he'd pick the lady he wanted to take to his room, and there was the one that there was the lady that was on there. Her name was Kathy Schroeder, and she was she's like, I can remember the night that he was doing a sermon till like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and then when everything was wrapping up, and I made sure I stayed there late with him, and then he looked at me and he grabbed my hand and he took me upstairs to his room, to his quarters, and we went upstairs.
Rockstar shit right there.
And she goes, and then they showed
Yeah.
like images from the room. I mean, the fucking drywall wasn't done. The sheetrock work was still being done. They were still doing mud work and shit. And she goes, you walk into the room, and 90% of the room was a big ass bed. There was like nothing. It was dirty as shit. But this was God. I guess God's
Hey,
you know.
whatever it takes.
Yeah.
But you know, they say that's one of the reasons why that place burned down so quickly. It was just an added to
Mhm.
compound that
Yeah.
Mhm.
you know, they just kept throwing
Like
up
a patchwork
Mhm.
the new
building
room
complex.
And I went out there.
Yeah.
Not during this, of course.
Sure.
About a year and a half ago.
Nice.
Went out to the place. It's
Yeah.
still there.
Yeah.
And the thing is, there's still Davidians.
Mm-hmm.
They got church there. They still
Yes,
have church.
It's a
Yep.
church there.
Yep.
There's
They still
church
have it.
there.
Yep. Still going on, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a sect. Is that what you call it, or whatever? They still exist as a practicing religion there.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was like the lady that
Yeah, he's dead, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if he was.
see did.
Unless you want to bring him out on that conspiracy.
Save it.
episode.
Oh,
Save it,
man.
man.
Write it down.
Yeah,
Write it
write it
down.
So Kathy Schroeder, the lady they were talking to the most, she talked the most to the whole thing, and she was saying that that when they were trying to do this and they were trying to negotiate them out, she was like, we didn't understand their theory because this is our home. We want to leave our home. You're telling us our home is bad. She goes, we're gonna die here. We would die here. This is what we're here for. We're here for
Yeah.
God. We're not leaving. So she was just baffled by the negotiators. Like, well, we're not trying to leave. Like, what are you doing here? But what they were doing is they were taking kids out of there, and they're taking the kids out, and they're trying to pull out the heartstrings of the parents that were in there. It just didn't work because they're like, we're here for God. We're here for David. We're not going nowhere. Like we're here. Like,
And he was preaching
Mhm.
leading up to all of this. He was
Yeah.
preaching like they're gonna come for
Yeah.
us.
Well,
Yep.
you know,
What are you
and-
gonna do?
And I think
Right.
I think part of their religious beliefs or whatever they did, it really wasn't as much of a. There's different groups that do different things, and they're outlier groups or whatever. They're on people's radar, but the fact that he was amassing this large amount of weapons and explosives was what was. If he wouldn't have done that,
Yeah.
they would have still be there in that compound.
So he
doing
was on
whatever
he
they
was
were
on the
doing.
radar of the ATF first, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And
So
that's why
It,
where it
it
all
was
started.
it was for it was weapons and
Yeah.
they say explosives and everything else. So, you know, if he wouldn't have done that, they would have carried on doing whatever they wanted to do out there.
So what it was with what it kind of kickstarted the whole thing was they were going into it because one of the Branch Davidians, I think his name was David Jones. David Jones, he was a mailman in that rural area. He was the mailman for that area, and he was a Davidian. He was part of the group there. So he was doing his route, and then what it was, a FedEx driver was delivering packages to the compound. This is about a month or two beforehand, and that FedEx guy saw the package broke, and a grenade came out. Like it was, it's not, it's just a
Oh my
shell.
god.
It came out. It was poking out of the box, and he's like, "Oops, fuck!
Yep.
Like, what is this?"
Yeah.
So the FedEx guy tells the authorities, and like you said, they already on his. He was already on their radar, so that didn't help matter. So when they did that, they started poking at it, and they started making their way out there. And they had like a camera guy, a reporter came out there, and they were trying to find the place, the actual building, and they couldn't find the street. So the cops, when they were coming up there, they asked the mailman, which was that David Jones guy that lived in the compound. They asked him, "Hey, sir, do you know you're the mailman? Do you know where this street is at?" He's like, "Yeah." And he said, "What's right over there?" And then when that happened, he went to tell David Koresh. He's like, "Hey, man, they're coming for us, man." And David's like, "Well, we got to get ready, get strapped up. Everybody's getting ready. They're getting cocking guns and getting ready." And they started. So they found out where they're at. So they got this trailer, and they had two long trailers, like them cattle trailers, and they put they covered them up with coverings, and they had all these fucking agents in there, man. And they pull up, and they start rocking and rolling, man. They popping guns and shit. And so before that happened, right before the popping and the guns went off, David knows they're coming. Koresh knows they're coming, or as they fancied it up a lot. Different reporters had it. Koresh. They were saying the name
Yeah.
different, dude. Everybody was saying this shit differently. But right before it happened, right before the shit started, they say that David, because the main head guy, the main ATF guy, was still talking because he's still alive. He was talking. He's like, we're walking up, and we see David stick his head out. He's like, "Hey, get off my property!" And there's kids in here. And right before he could finish, there's kids in here. Pop, pop, pop. They started. He just went back inside the
Yeah.
building, and they just went off and started just fucking.
I
Shooting.
still remember that one guy that was on the roof.
Yeah,
You know,
that's the one that was talking.
In
That's the
that
one that was
What?
talking.
window, and he got shot through the.
That's the
Yeah.
guy that was talking.
I remember that
Yeah.
footage. Remember that.
That was the main guy that was talking. He was he's old now. He's like, I forgot how old he was. He's like 70 now. And but he's like, "Yeah, I took 2 shots to the side. I fell off the roof, and I fell onto their go-karts. They had down there, and I broke like ribs and shit." He goes, "I didn't want to die there." He's like, I got myself up and got the hell out, got myself up and got to a safer area. But they were saying, like I said, he poked his head out, and he's like, "Hey, man, there's kids in here." Before he could say that, they just started going to town, man.
Did that show the psychological things that are tactics that they were using, where they put
The
bright
sound?
spotlights and different and sound,
and stuff. Yeah.
just bombarding it with sound? It showed that.
Yeah, it showed. It's really good, man. Like I said, I don't want to give too much away, but it's really good. But like I said, the thing that really captured me was the new photos, the new footage. It's like really good photos and footage of David and them in the building, and a lot more of the calls from the negotiators, him and them. It's like one of the negotiators, his name was something Lynch, and David tells him, "I like your name," basically like that's a good name for you because I'm gonna take you out, kind of thing. He was being a real smart ass with him, but
Wow.
yeah, man, Koresh was something. He was a smooth talker, man. That dude could talk his ass off. He's like, because they were like, "Well, we gotta talk this out." Like after they started shooting at them, the guy negotiator's like, "Well, let's calm down. Let's figure this out." No, you came guns blazing, dude, and I whipped your ass, and now you're pissed off at me because he took out 4 of the agents, man, and they had to kind of pull back and lick their wounds, kind of regroup and
But I
shit.
mean,
Roll in with that tank.
Yeah, dude.
just think about it. All these guys are. That's why the stories are so good, because these guys are amazing.
Mhm.
Because what guy? I mean, how do you do this? How do you get all these people to just blindly follow you?
Mhm.
Hey, and by the way, you're going to come in, and I'm going to take your wife from you whenever.
Oh, yeah, you
whenever,
can't have
whenever
sex-
I
yeah.
want to.
Go ahead.
All of you.
Sure,
I'm
yeah.
gonna have my
Mhm.
way with your women. You're gonna follow me
Yep.
forever.
Also, here's some guns. Shoot these authorities.
How can you, one man, and he's not the only person throughout history that's
Yeah.
done this, but it's mind boggling to
Yeah.
me how that happens. But
Was there Kool-Aid involved?
Not on this one, dude.
exactly. Not on this
Not
one.
on this one, dude. Just a lot of psalms. Yeah, flavor. Oh yeah, flavor read.
Flavor
A
Aid.
lot of psalms, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. So like I said, it's just a great series, man. It's like I said, it gives you a really, really deep look behind the curtain with them. And
Hey, one more question.
no, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, dude.
Did they
No.
were they substance users or not?
In this one, I didn't talk about that.
Okay.
In this one, they did it.
I wondered.
I'm not sure, but I know the best part that I enjoyed the Kathy Schroeder lady. She was she said if they would have came in and they would have got into the building, she goes, I was the one that was in charge, and I had grenades on me, and I already was ready to die. And I was gonna pull the
Suicide
pins
bomber.
and they were gonna kill. They were all gonna kill each other. Like when the people came in, they were gonna just take themselves out.
Jesus.
She goes, but I was the one who was gonna have the balls to pull the
Commitment,
pins,
man.
dude. And she was, I was like, what? And she's still alive. Like she was in they interviewed her, it was like today, recent interview, so she's still around. And there's the girl,
The Japanese call those kamikaze.
yeah, the kamikaze man.
Jeez.
And then Heather, I think it was her name, or I think it's Heather Jones. The little girl that was born and raised on the compound, man, and she's still alive too. I think now she lives a normal life. Now she moved away, and she lives a little. But dude, to see these people, they are a part of history, man. It's a huge part of history, dude. It's like it's just insane.
It's eerie to go out there.
We want.
It's eerie to go out there. I would say
I was reading up on it. Yeah,
if you go out there, it's all gone basically.
Right.
But there's this piece of concrete where they say that was like a tunnel down in the ground or something, where a bunch of kids were under there, and that's where the
Is there a tour guide there? Or you just got to have like.
No, you have to just drive out there. You just have to
Mm.
drive out there, and then I'm sure the folks that were out there, we saw some, and we got a little pamphlet or something, but I'm sure they're used to, and especially now that this
Oh, yeah.
episode's
they're-
come out,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sure
yeah,
that-
for sure.
because we were a couple of years ago, it was kind of everyone knows the story, but it wasn't a hot story.
No.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they're getting a lot of traffic out there now.
No, it's just fascinating, man. The way they did it, and they talked to the snipers and shit. And the sniper said one day they were, when everything was supposed to calm down, and David Koresh tells him, we're not going to do anything, we're not going to do this and that, And that sniper said he's looking all night through this, he's looking through his thing, his scope thing, and he says he can see next to there's like a tower looking piece of the house. He said there's a little thing like uh, what is it called? The paneling of the house. Like he goes, a little flap comes up,
Like a gun turret.
and it comes out, dude, a little out of the wall, and it's pointing right at the main guys. And he's like, that sniper's talking to the guy. He's like, hey man, there's a thing that just poked out. It's
Yeah.
looking at us, and it's going to shoot right at us. And they asked him, what are you doing? That we can see your gun. And he's like, and then they finally talked him off of it, but he was going to light him up, man, because it was during that time they were doing the noise shit.
Yeah.
It was pissing him off, and he was like, then he poked that gun out. Well, it wasn't him, but it was one of his shooters.
How long was that standoff?
51?
Golly.
51 days. 51 days, dude.
days.
And the sad part, dude, it was,
Wow, I didn't remember it was
Yeah.
that long.
Yeah.
and I guess for me, after watching it and kind of analyzing it and looking at it so many times, it's just like, I know that they had guns and they had shit they shouldn't have had, weapons, and because they said the biggest thing was because he was buying guns at the gun shows and shit like that. They were doing them,
Stockpiling his
Yeah.
guns. Yep.
So that's why he got on their radar. But like I said, after all it was said and done, I was just like, they're kind of minding their own business, dude. Like
Yeah.
I know he was allegedly doing stuff with kids or whatever. That's neither here. I mean, that's what they were doing there. But I mean, besides that, I mean, it's just they were minding their own damn business. Like they
As
were
far
just,
as like the standoff.
yeah,
itself,
it's like you went in there and and that's what he was saying. He's like, you picked on me and I wasn't doing anything to you, and then I lit you up, and now you're pissed off. So now you're coming at me even more because I took some of your guys out. So it was just I found it interesting that
Yep.
after looking at it as a kid, because when I was a kid, I thought, well, they had to kill that bad man. But then I was like, well, was he really a bad man, or was he just
Well,
minding his
I
own,
mean,
doing his own thing?
There's a group of people, they move into your neighborhood, they continue to grow, and you know that they're stockpiling grenades and explosives. I think somebody needs to go check out what they're doing.
Yeah.
You want to get on a list really quick?
Yeah.
Just buy a bunch of guns really fast.
Yeah.
You'll get on a list really quick.
Yeah, it's I don't know, dude. I think because he said it well. He's like, you should have, because they're saying, we can talk about this. We can say, no. You should have talked to me first, not
See,
shoot at me first.
and
Like you
that-
should have talked to me first.
That's one of the things. I mean,
I know he's a
it's-
nut job, but still,
it's-
it's kind of there's some common sense. I mean, it's
I
kind
mean,
of
I feel like it's almost unanimously like agreed that they did not handle that situation well.
no.
I mean, and that was one of the things that came out, after the fact was, how was this handled? How could we have done this better? And almost everything could have been done better.
sure.
Probably
it's
still
just-
talk
it
about
was-
it in the department.
Oh yeah, it was just a bunch of like hothead, guys that were trying to, bully their way through the situation,
Right.
and it could have, I feel like the whole thing could have been avoided if somebody would have just come forward and be like, hey, look, we just want to talk about your weapons. That's
Yeah.
it.
Let's get some answers here. The lady that the Kathy Schroeder lady, she was saying that where they got pissed off because they coaxed her in, they got her to come out, and she went and they arrested her. And she said when she was there, she was hearing their conversation, like, because they thought going into this that it was going to be, in and out kind of thing. They were going to blow them away. They're idiots. They don't know shit. We're going to blow these guys out. We're going to take them out of this compound, and then they were in for a fight.
I think
We're in for
the
a
thing
fight.
is on most of those type of situations that that force that goes in there, they were ready for a big show of force, but they weren't expecting a fight. You
Mm-hmm.
think you roll up with this many agents, they all jump out, they have their guns, they're
Yeah.
geared up, and the people go,
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And then all of a sudden there's pushback.
And then when
Yeah.
that didn't happen,
yeah.
it was like, okay, we weren't prepared for the
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
happen.
Everybody on the
We
outside
thought
is just
we
like,
thought we roll out here with 50 agents, and
I bet they were even told.
Yeah.
There's not going to be
There's not gonna be anything.
Nothing's
We're
going to
gonna roll out.
happen.
Yeah.
It's
No.
like we're just going to show force. They're going to give up, whatever. Then all of a sudden they start fighting back, and everybody's kind of looking at each other like, "What do we
It was
do?
Plan
Yeah.
B.
Are we
right?
supposed to shoot
Yeah.
them?"
It was like the lead guy, one of the lead agents. He was like, it was bad news, and I didn't want to do it because it was bad news. Because number one, they got the higher ground because they're up on a hill. He goes, they have the higher ground on us. They got windows where they're looking down at us with their guns. He goes, we were in a losing spot already. We were already at
Yeah.
a loss. 2 times we were at a loss already. He goes, so I didn't want to do it, but we had to go.
And
We had to go in.
then as law enforcement or whatever agency, once every camera crew
Mhm.
in the world shows up, you're sitting there as a commander of anything going, okay, we're in this standoff. If we get overly aggressive on anything, we're going to get
It
crucified.
looked bad.
We're
Yeah.
going to look
Yeah.
bad.
Honestly, it was a lose-lose.
Yeah, it's a
for,
lose-lose.
for the ATF.
And then what do we
and the
do? Do we
FBI.
turn around and go home? We're going to look stupid
Yeah.
if we turn
Yeah.
around and go home.
Yeah.
And
Why do you think it lasted 51
Yeah.
days? They were literally sitting there going, "We don't. This wasn't in the manual. We don't. We have no idea what to do with this."
But most of it, like I said, most of it was them just kind of fighting with each other. The ATF and the
Yeah.
FBI. I mean, they
Yeah.
were just kind of bumping heads, and that's what was losing the battle was the negotiation, and those
Wow.
guys. It's just they were internal fighting, and they just couldn't get their shit together.
Correct me if I'm wrong. They switched like a couple of times, like throughout the negotiation, right?
Yeah, they had
There
FBI.
was like one guy
Yeah.
that was doing FBI was doing
Yeah.
it, and then ATF was doing
Mhm.
it, and then FBI was doing it.
couldn't-
And I mean, it was just a terrible show of any sort of organization at
I
all.
want to check that out.
It's good, man.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, it's good.
interesting.
And then there's more to it. That's just kind of the meat of it. The kind of the spots, and they were really good. But like I said, to see these people that were from that they were there was interesting to see the people that were in there. There was another guy. There was a guy that he picked. Like I said, I forget his name, but David Koresh met him in California. Like I said, he brought him with him to Austin, and he was a drummer in a band or something. And he wanted a better life, and he wanted to follow God, so he went with Koresh, man. But he survived. He made it through the thing, and
Yeah.
I don't know if he was arrested or anything.
They
but
said Koresh was he read the Bible and all his his books or whatever he did, but he had a knack, super smart for being able to quote that
Mhm.
that
Quick.
scripture.
he's quick, dude.
He had a whatever memory it takes. So
Yeah.
you want to call it photographic memory or whatever, but
He had a lot of stuff. And I think that's part of what played into so many people following him.
yeah.
Was
Like, how does this guy do this? Right?
Yeah,
how does
like-
he remember these?
how does he know
things?
all this? Yeah.
He's
And-
God, man.
And that's certainly one of those things. You can go on YouTube and look up some of his
Sermons?
well, no, you can look up some of his music videos.
Oh, he's a hell of a musician, huh? He's a hell of a cat, huh? Yeah, the one best line of the thing, one of my favorite lines in the show was like I think his negotiator asked him, "Do you put your trust in the Lord?" And Koresh goes, "I am the Lord, so yeah, I'm good. Like I'm good to go. Like
Didn't
I'm
Manson
solid."
think he was a musician also?
He was
Manson,
actually really good though, man.
Yeah.
he was
yeah,
actually
Manson,
good.
Manson wasn't
the
bad,
Beach
actually.
Boys,
Yeah, it's
some
jacked
of the
as
Beach
shit.
Boys
Yeah.
picked him up and
Yeah.
they tried his stuff, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, he said
Talk
fuck Kokomo, dude. You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You
Talk
don't,
about
you
a
don't want to take it slow, man.
Talk about a smooth talker.
Yeah, but they killed Sharon Tate, man, and that was a waste. She was beautiful.
And the Folgers people, right? Somebody from the Folgers
Yeah.
company.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Folgers people. Coffee.
That's if I remember correctly, that's part of the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood movie.
Yeah. The
I really want to watch it. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, it was. I know that Tarantino did his own spin on it, but
Helter Skelter.
it was. Yeah.
Oh, it's certainly it's like Hollywood.
yeah,
whatever,
for
but
sure. No, but
One time.
but if you have time, get your hands on the Netflix.
He believed there was going to be a race war.
Yeah.
Manson did. He believed there was going to be a race war. So he was going to lead his people out into this desert.
Yeah.
And there was going to be a race war, and the blacks were going to win the race war. But then the blacks were not going to be able to govern themselves because they were going to be too disorganized. And so then he and his people were going to come out and rule the world.
Run the shit. Yep. He'd have been canceled.
Yeah,
it's wild.
it does sound that
That's
stupid.
wild.
I'm
Right?
surprised they haven't canceled him yet. Is he still alive? They still got
No, he's
time.
dead.
He's dead. Oh, they can't cancel him. Now. He's already in the hole.
Koresh
They
canceled
canceled.
Koresh
fucking-
canceled him.
Yeah.
Lord Koresh canceled him, I guess.
Well, they
He
canceled
was
John
in
Wayne.
he was in jail for a long time though. No.
Yeah.
He was hanging out in Huntsville for a little bit.
For nothing. He didn't do anything, man. Like
Yeah.
he was just a mastermind.
Yeah.
He was just a genius. And
He wanted
yeah,
to be a
man.
rock star.
He was a super talker though. That dude.
Yeah.
I mean, he was one of those guys that liked the sound of his own voice.
But he kept everybody pretty LSD'd up over there.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I asked on
Yeah.
the Koresh deal. I couldn't remember if they were.
no, I don't think so. I think they
users
just,
or
I think
not.
they were just I think they were just into him. I mean, I think they just
Yeah.
trusted his word, man. They were following. But it's just
that dude was charismatic though.
Yeah.
Like David Koresh.
Oh yeah, man.
He was super charismatic.
One of his things, he was smart. Dude. One of his things, they asked him, they're like, after the first, shootout or whatever, they asked him, what can we do to get you guys to come out? He goes, I'll consider it and I'll think about it. If you guys let me make a video, and then you put it out on TV, and then I'll think about it. And so they did it. He made a 40 or 50-minute video of him doing a sermon or something, talking about God and whatnot. And they put it out on TV and all these outlets and shit, and they put it on the news everywhere. And then after I said, okay, we gave you that, so now can we come to a conclusion here? And he's like, nah, God says I'm not ready, so I'm not coming out. We're not coming out. But he had no intentions of coming
Don't you
out.
know that during that long standoff that the law enforcement had to deal with people making pilgrimages over there to come join?
Oh yeah, dude, I can
You know they
imagine.
were.
I imagine so, man. I would think so. People who want to get involved and
Yeah.
shit. Whose blood scene is that?
That's Sharon Tate.
Oh, Sharon Tate. Okay.
The Sharon Tate crime scene.
That carpet, man.
Yeah, she was pregnant, man.
Jeez, man.
She was a beautiful, beautiful lady.
Oh yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
She was that was a Margot Robbie, right? That played her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Wild scene. She was staying there. Her husband was in Europe, and
Mhm.
her ex-boyfriend was there with her that night, hanging out.
Oh yeah, dude.
I mean, hanging out.
He died there. I mean, I don't know. He was hanging out.
She was very pretty.
Jeez.
Man. Yeah.
She was beautiful, man.
Yeah. She was that classic actress look. She had that really
Hanging out, huh?
that look. Had that real good look, man.
Hanging out.
Oh, where were we at?
We
I
were
was like, I got
Koresh.
distracted. I got
We were talking
Koresh, yeah,
about
Koresh.
Koresh.
He got thrown off. Yeah.
He was a
Ladies man.
he was a ladies' man.
He could, like I said, that thing you were saying. Yeah, it's true that he had the run of the house with the women. Like, you
Yeah.
brought your woman in there. It's his now.
Hey.
His jumping off point was always. You ever heard a guy play guitar?
Yeah.
Play guitar and start playing guitar.
He's
Man, I mean, that's a hard pill to swallow.
mhm.
Hey, I'm going with David tonight.
Do you have
Damn.
do you have to? He says I do. So
Says I do. Got to be with God.
Yeah.
tonight.
Damn.
That's what she said. That Kathy lady. That's what she said. She goes, I got to be with God tonight, or that night, last
Don't
night.
Put it on her.
Man,
I wonder if he does missionary. I wonder if that's a thing. Because the whole,
what a guy.
missionary.
What a guy.
Oh man.
Holy.
Dude. But since we're on,
Koresh?
dark note, kind of got to get off on a happy note, dude. And I know Johnny. We talked about Steven Seagal a while
Hey,
back. We talked
also,
about Steven Seagal.
also a musician.
That's right. And he was a cop. He was a cop in Louisiana for a little bit. Of course, he was a
He's
star-studded actor.
He's a Putin fanboy.
That's right. He's right. He's right. Was he Russian? I think he's Russian. He's nationally born Russian. He
He's-
became a citizen.
No, I think he's born here,
And he became over there.
but he's a Russian citizen now.
Oh, that's right. I had it backwards.
Yeah.
He's a chef too, right?
Yeah, of course.
What else?
Yeah.
He's always dressed like one anyway.
I was gonna tell you
And he has a real. It's his natural hair color too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm sure I was looking through all the movies. I was going through all the movies, man, and that wardrobe budget must have been $0 because it was always a black tracksuit. It was always a black tracksuit, dude. Always or a black
Golly, dude. That just
Russian, recruits.
Some of his
recruited.
videos, the magic, I call them magic. I don't even want to say the martial arts because I want to say magic because he touches someone and they flop like a soccer player.
It's a. Oh wow, that's a hell of a rug there.
Hey, that's some of that spray stuff. You know how you.
That's that turf. That's that turf. That's that good turf they had on Super Bowl. Damn, dude.
Okay.
We got to look up videos of people asking him about like Jean-Claude Van
Hey,
Damme and
quick
stuff like that.
vote. Fan? I mean, could you even put him? Don't tell me you. All right. You say whatever you want to say.
No.
Did you put him in the same category as Van Damme,
I did not.
Stallone,
Nope.
all the action
Okay,
heroes?
Okay, but hold on.
Thank
Did
you.
not.
Thank
Did
you.
not.
Okay, but hold on. He was in the same type of movies.
Okay,
He was certainly in the same type of movies.
but
What he
in the tracksuit,
Tracksuit.
okay, but
overweight.
okay, but my question is, what was different about Van Damme?
Van Damme put the
It's-
work
it's
in.
a
How
go-
about that?
Yeah, how about that?
How about that?
But if you say that, he would say he did too.
But
Oh my
come on,
God.
man, the
Yeah.
guy.
You know
Hey,
what?
I saw a video of him putting a guy on the ground with 2 fingers.
I know.
he was like, and the guy was like, like falling over.
Hey, Van Damme has that knot on his head for a reason. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
He put the work in.
And
Yeah.
Bruce Lee was a martial artist guy. Chuck Norris, come on, man. I mean, you go down the list of these other guys, but it just always seems so over the top. Like I'm supposed to believe that this guy has all these skills in all his fights. Remember, they were like standing up, all hand stuff, like
Yeah.
putting on his.
Um,
I don't know.
first movie Above the Law, 1988. First movie was Above the Law, and then the one that I enjoy the most, dude, my favorite Steven Seagal movie. Like I said, I like him because he's got his go-to moves. He breaks the hand. That's one. The second one, he breaks the elbow, goes the other way, breaks the elbow over the shoulder. It's like that. What was the other one? There's another move that he does that's really good. But the thing that I like about him is just he's very stiff. He just stands there and he just
He beats people up without breaking a sweat.
Oh, he don't move. He don't move, dude.
Yeah.
Like So my favorite movie,
Chef, dude, he looks like a chef right there.
sous chef. Not even the main chef. He's like the
Sous
sous
chef,
chef, the
yeah, yeah.
line cook and shit. The line down the line. He's not even the main one, dude.
Seagal.
So in 91, my favorite one was Out for Justice.
That's
And
what it was.
there's
know that one.
That's my favorite one.
That's the one his wife at the time was in, right?
Yeah.
Kelly LeBrock.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
That's a whole
Yeah.
another weird. That's a
Wait a
weird
second.
science.
He was married to
Oh,
Kelly
yeah?
LeBrock.
Yeah, in her prime, man. In her prime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Now,
sad.
now I'm really.
Now I'm a
Yeah.
fan, right? Now you're a fan.
No. Now
Super fan.
I'm really perplexed.
Yeah. Sad
This
news.
became a real conversation
Yes.
now. What is this?
Yeah.
Hey,
So-
Kelly LeBrock just had a birthday, by the way.
Oh yeah. 60
Look at
something,
that.
64 or something like that. I think.
Hey, he
Holy
wasn't
cow,
okay.
man.
Put it this way: he wasn't a small man. I think he was like 6.
Oh,
He's
a big guy,
6'4", right?
6'4",
Yeah,
yeah, big
6'4".
fella, big guy.
Yeah, he wasn't
Big
small.
fella. No, he wasn't tiny.
But you
Uh,
watch him fight, and he literally fights from the elbow down.
There wasn't
Like,
much there.
everything's just like,
My favorite thing, dude, was on that movie was if you watch it, dude, the best. There's only one scene. It's the bar scene on Out for Justice, and it's all he does of the whole scene is like, anybody seen Richie? And then that's all he says, and the whole time. This whole bar.
I
You-
remember that. Yeah, I
Say
do.
that you sounded like him. when you said
I remember
seen
that.
Richie.
Anybody seen Richie? Anybody know why?
he does a pretty good. He does a pretty good cigar. He does a pretty good cigar.
That's
He
good.
said something about. Did anybody?
That came out
He
of
said-
nowhere, man.
He said, "Did anybody know why Richie did Donnie Palupo or some shit? What is his name? What's his name? I can't think of something. But yeah, dude. So the best part of that, dude, is like he takes everybody out, dude. The best move he does. He grabs a cue ball, puts it in a napkin, and it's just going to town on everybody, dude. And it's a beautiful fight scene, dude. It's like magic.
The damn ponytail.
It don't move. It don't get messed up at all,
The
dude.
ponytail.
That's a great scene though.
Up and down deep. Yeah.
It's 6 minutes. It's a 6-minute scene, and it's the best fight sequence ever, dude. And he's got a line, dude. That's so good. It's
Look, that's That's her again
Yeah.
in a different
Oh,
movie,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, he put her in the movies, man. He put her in there, man.
Oh,
Hard-
she
hard to
hates
kill.
it too, dude.
Oh, I'm
she,
sure.
she hates
was,
talking
She was
about it.
hot, man. At the end of the day,
Uh,
weird.
She don't even
sound.
say his name anymore. Like somebody will ask her a question and she's like, "Yeah,
Oh,
she don't even acknowledge."
Seriously,
Yeah,
it was bad.
yeah, it was that bad.
I'm so proud of her.
one
I
of the,
just it's just hard. It's so hard to take. It's so hard to take him seriously.
Is it
Thank
the
you.
eyes? Is what it is? I think it's the eyes.
honestly, I think it's his demeanor, like just the way he is, which is the most generic thing I've ever said in my life.
He's got the
but
best.
like at least with Jean-Claude Van Damme, you like he was so outrageously flamboyant
and-
and
yeah.
he was just doing stuff.
Yeah.
With Steven Seagal, it's just like this like fake smoldering look,
Yeah.
or whatever, and it's like, dude,
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Yeah.
I don't take you seriously.
he was very.
He's like your.
What do you
he's
say?
like-
What do you say in the bar, Keith? What he said?
Anybody seen Richie?
See Richie.
Anybody seen Richie? Anybody know why they did Bobby Palupo? Whatever the fuck his guy's name was. But dude, he was fantastic. That's my favorite. And then
Yeah.
he's got a thing. He's got on the before that scene starts. He's talking to the bad guy. He's like, hey man, have you seen your brother? Have you seen Rich? Have you seen Rich, your brother? Where's he been? He goes, golly, I lost it. He said,
Say it with
Hang
your
on,
eyes closed.
No,
Say it with your eyes
no,
closed.
dude, the part was, golly, I lost it. Anyway, he's talking to the bad guy, and it's a good one-liner, man. And he goes, he's telling that guy, don't talk to me like that because we don't know each other that well. The last time I saw you, you were sucking your thumb, and your brother Richie was sucking cocks on the street. So it was a fantastic line.
Oh,
Dude.
yeah,
It was
that's
a
the
great
80s
line, dude.
shit right there.
That's
I
a great
remember
line,
the
Great
movie
line.
that comes to mind when I think of Steven Seagal. I think of the submarine movie.
Yeah.
Was it a ship or a
Siege.
submarine?
Under
Oh, Under
Siege.
Siege.
Submarine.
Yeah.
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 Under Siege. Yeah.
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 The girl came out of the cake.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen
yeah,
that
yeah,
one.
Mhm.
yeah.
Battleship. Is it Battleship?
Did you ever see
Yeah,
Battleship?
it must have been.
Why do
Yeah,
all
it
his
was either a
posters
submarine
look
or-
identical?
Hey, okay. This is the thing. This is what I was talking about. If you look at that face, find any movie poster. Okay, him and The Rock do this. Any movie poster, he has this exact same
Yeah.
face. It almost looks photoshopped. Like they just photoshopped the same face on every single thing. The Rock is the same way. If you look up The Rock movie posters,
Yeah.
it's always that crinkled eyebrow,
Yeah.
like
He always does his
in
fake people
every
eyebrow.
single thing.
You're
Every
right,
single poster.
You're
look,
right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Every
Look,
single
look,
poster.
Look. Yeah.
It's good, man.
That's
Almost
it. I love it.
photoshopped.
Except for the new one.
The new
Yeah.
yeah, where he's just like,
They had to put props to cover up and cover him up.
yeah. Watch
Right.
this. Look at all of The Rock's movie posters. It's honestly it's hilarious.
No, you're right.
Look at his
You're
face
right.
in every one. Even the Scorpion King. Look at that
The claymation?
Claim it.
claymation.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's
So
they got it. They got
in the story on Seagal
Yeah.
is that we are supposed to believe,
Yeah.
or know. And he'd probably walk in here right now and start
Flip you over
start
with
flipping
two
me
fingers.
all over or something with two fingers. I hope I'm not. He doesn't sneak up on me while I'm pumping gas somewhere someday. But
Submit you with his
What
eyelids.
is he gonna say when he walks in?
Anybody seen Richie?
Anybody see Richie? Yeah, man, that's
But-
great. Great
but,
lines.
But
man.
we
Great
are to
lines.
believe
Great
that
lines.
this guy was not only an actor,
Yeah.
but that he's a real life
Hero.
martial arts guru, right?
Yeah.
Like he's
Yes.
supposed to actually have these powers
Yeah.
to do these things.
Yes. He gets pissed if you don't believe it.
Yeah, he's an Aikido master, dude.
Can you
Aikido
look up
master.
any of his like not a movie scene, but where he's
Where
actually,
he's actually
doing
touching
these,
people.
He
He's
actually
actually
does
fought,
like
yeah, he's
martial
actually
arts,
fought.
like
Yeah, he's actually
yeah.
fought. Yeah.
He does like
Yeah, no, I'm saying, but it just like there's a
Russia recruits Steven Seagal to teach
the
martial
Russian- to the
arts
soldiers.
to its soldiers.
and you wonder why
What?
the Ukraine is winning.
There you go.
What?
Oh.
There it is. There's-
That was a
Dude,
kick to the nuts.
He looks like a chef in
Yeah.
that
Hey,
picture.
they all came up like this, and the Ukrainians just kicked him in the nuts.
yeah, I call it. That was yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was another thing in the movies. In all his movies, they show every
Dude.
time when he hits to the nuts, it always close up. It zooms in. Punch. It's like
Yeah.
a nut shot, dude.
Oh god.
It's good though, man. He's like I said, the movies are for what they were. They were they were entertaining. Like I said, he entertained me, and I enjoyed him, man. I enjoyed what he did, man. He had an itch.
Like a Buddha.
Dude, he gets so mad when
yeah.
like when you talk to him about like being an actor and whatever. And there's an interview. I can't remember who's interviewing him, but there's an interview where they're asking him about these other actors that are in the same martial arts vein as him.
Yeah.
And he always has the comment like, "Next question," or they're okay.
Like they're actors, and I'm a real
Right.
bad.
Yes.
I'm a real.
And he believes it. Like he actually
As long as he
believes
keeps
that.
touching people, and they're flopping all over the place.
I think he was on Arsenio Hall where he got really pissed
Chef.
off.
That
Yeah.
carrot though.
Chef, dude. Look, he's a chef.
He's julianing that carrot in his mouth.
Dude, the chef.
He's doing
Oh
that,
my
dude.
Oh,
Come
God.
on, man. He's great. I love him, man. Like I said, he's a piece of work. And I think he's something else.
No, like real
How
beef
can
is
anybody take him seriously?
Exactly.
real
Like a
beef
real
is
life
like,
cartoon character.
Yes.
Sure.
And the glasses don't do him any justice whatsoever. A chef,
Oh my
dude.
God.
Look
Hot
at
wings.
this.
Hot
Oh my
wings.
God.
That's pretty good, man. Putin, yeah.
Oh,
Photoshop
God.
is something else.
Oh,
man.
that's perfect.
Photoshop is something else.
That's good.
I mean,
That's when he was a cop in Louisiana, man.
Who was your favorite?
hey, that's the best Putin could do, man.
That's all he had, man.
Who was your favorite martial arts actor? You brought up some good ones.
Yeah.
You know, I think dying did him good, I guess, but Bruce Lee, his old stuff is just
Yeah.
it's really cool, man. It's just nostalgic to watch it.
Yeah.
He was in such terrific shape. Small guy. He wasn't
He's just very quick.
big, overpowered, just quick, and
Quick.
the way he spoke in his movies was cool. I like Enter the Dragon. Anytime
Yep.
that's on is just
Yep.
you just want to watch it. It's really cool.
Just to see him and Chuck Norris fight was shit, dude.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
so fucking cool.
I mean, Chuck Norris, he's another
Norris,
you
yeah,
know,
icon.
like actual martial artist, and you watch. I know it's cheesy to talk about Walker Texas Ranger, but I mean it was an entertaining show. You
Oh,
know?
absolutely. It Lone Wolf McQuade.
Mm.
You know those shows.
I remember when the truck was underneath the dirt. He started it up. And
Yeah.
Came out the
Came
out
out.
the dirt, man. Just like that, man. It was
Dude,
something else.
and I don't know if it holds up because I haven't watched it, since I was a kid, or since I was younger. But the Jackie Chan movies I thought were always
They're
really
good.
good.
They're really good. He was,
Uh,
dude. He did everything, man. He did.
wh- what's
the
the,
stunts and
what's
everything.
the
Amazing athlete.
what's the one he did with Chris
Oh,
Tucker?
those are great, dude. Yeah.
Rush
Rush
Hour.
Hour.
Rush Hours. Those
Hour.
are
The
great.
Rush
man.
Hour movies were
Great, man.
entertaining,
Yeah,
He was in Cannonball Run.
He was. He was a little guy on the.
yeah.
You didn't know who he was back then.
Oh, that's the best, dude. Oh, that's the best, man. You can't beat that. You can't beat
Hey,
that.
that show. You remember his arch enemy in that show?
You talking about Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
Kung Po
Was
or
the
Tum Po.
guy with the huge.
Oh, that
pecs.
guy. Yeah,
The guy
yeah.
with the
On
huge
Bloodsport.
pecs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bloodsport.
yeah.
Yeah, that he was massive, dude.
It
I
was
liked
massive,
Bloodsport.
Yeah.
I like this movie. This one was a kickboxer. I think it was kickboxer. I think where they paralyze his brother. It's in
Yeah, that's
Thailand.
where he does the splits on the
Yeah,
chairs.
yeah.
Wait, is that Kickboxer or Bloodsport?
Kickboxer.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my favorite one. That's and I think for me, I think he's got to be my favorite because he had he was very like you say, very there it is. Woo, very charismatic. He had style, man. He had style.
I have,
Well,
those, I have those boots, by the way.
What's funny is they used his physical fitness and his style more than they let him talk.
Yeah.
Because he
had a really bad accent.
He had a bad accent and wasn't that good of an actor, but he was just phenomenal, right? And looked the way he looked.
Because I think it was in contract for him to do those splits, man. Hey, dude, he's intense.
Oh,
man.
have you seen Jean-Claude Van Damme? It might be on Netflix or on Amazon Prime. It's called, what is it called? Jean-Claude Van Damme something. It's another weird last name, but he plays a special agent.
Really?
Oh,
Is
really?
it,
Yeah.
Is it old?
No, it's recent.
You know, because he had a revival about 3-4 years ago now, right? I mean, he kind of surfaced
back.
again. He had
Yeah.
some commercials on
Yeah.
TV and just kind of came back out of nowhere.
Came back, dude. I guess it's that thing, man. Come back.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a series.
I feel like while we're looking at this, I feel like Steven
Yeah,
Seagal.
there it is right
I
there.
don't know.
Jean-Claude Van Damme Johnson.
I need to
What
watch
it's
that.
Oh,
called.
look at
I need
that.
to watch that, man. I need to watch. That's good.
I feel like Steven Seagal would have benefited so much more in his career if he'd have leaned into the fact that he's a martial artist actor.
Yeah, like
He was so concerned with how people viewed him like in real life that now he's a joke. You know? And if he would have leaned into the whole, he just took everything too seriously.
So you seen the video? It was a viral video going around of the martial artist. The guy's in a wheelchair, and guys keep coming up to him, and they're flopping around all over the place. That's how I see Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
That's a completely over the top.
Yeah.
But when you see his things that he's doing, and he's showing these moves to the audience over here, and these guys are just flopping.
Like obviously
Oh, yeah.
not they're obviously just reacting to what he's doing.
Right.
And it's
Is
so
there a style? What is the style that he calls it?
I don't know.
Keto.
Do we
Is it
know?
Keto.
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 I thought it was a diet.
Yeah,
Oh no,
He's
No.
clearly not
No,
on
no,
keto.
No, we don't.
He
need.
needs to be on keto.
Yeah,
He's a chef. So there we go.
Hey,
He's
but isn't there like a keto?
a
or
keto.
something?
A keto.
A keto, yeah,
Keto.
yeah.
Yeah,
A
a
keto.
keto. That's what it is.
maybe that's what it is.
Master.
Yeah,
He's
a
a master
keto,
of
yeah.
it.
He's a
man.
master.
He's a master, man.
He spent
Yeah.
time in Japan.
Master
Yeah.
chef.
He lived in Japan.
Like I said, I forgot about that Russian thing that he transferred over, man.
Yeah.
He went over to the.
He's like a full-on Russian citizen.
He's
Yeah,
a full-on Russian citizen.
Forgot about that, man.
He's
I totally forgot about that.
He's been Putin's guest
Mhm.
many times at things, I guess.
brought him some fried chicken.
Fried
Oh, yeah,
chicken.
apparently. Yeah, man.
Taught him
Hey,
a
if Cameo's still around, let's cameo him.
Yeah.
cool.
Probably $100,
Hey.
dude. It ain't much. It's probably cheap, man.
Hey, Steven, if you're out there listening, fill
Stop
us
by.
in, man.
Fill up a
Fill us
chair.
in. Fill us
Pull up a
in.
chair.
Stop by, man.
Hey, comment below.
If
Yeah.
you come
Hey,
on,
where's Adam, dude? We gotta get
we got to get Adam.
We gotta get Adam to-
Adam, reach out
reach
out
Yeah.
to Seagal.
if Seagal comes out here, man, he can break my wrist. And he goes on the air. He can break my
Hey,
wrist if he comes.
One
on
of
the
us
show.
will do. Hey, we already, took a Russian roulette on
Oh, yeah.
eating ranch flavored ice cream. So one of us is gonna have to. Hey, you're gonna get your wrist broken.
Hey, how funny would it be if he actually did that and like for real you were like,
no, bro, this is real, man.
Yeah. It's true. It's true,
Dude,
man.
that would be so hilarious.
How much is he on Cameo? Oh, it doesn't come up. Oh, it don't come up.
Oh,
I wanted to find out what he was going to
you
be
don't
worth,
have
man.
one?
I'm sure it's probably a couple $100. I'm sure it's not much, man. There's a big movie stars with like $5,000 or $1,000, something like
Yeah,
that, just to say
kidding.
happy birthday or something.
Anybody seen Keith?
What did what did delete?
He's gonna come in here.
Like 20 G's, man.
20 grand.
20 grand.
Who's
man.
that?
Who's that?
The comedian we follow.
Yeah.
He said if you want me to do him a cameo with your company, like for example, you say whatever your name of your company is, he says, congratulations to X, Y, and Z company. That costs 20 grand.
20.
And it's like
Ooh.
it's like a 30-second snippet,
Hey, all I got the
Jesus.
Island Boys.
Look at
Hey,
Island
there
Boys.
we go. Yeah.
I got
Fucking
the
Island
Island
Boys.
Boys.
$5.
I got them in their prime, man.
In the prime, man. In
I
the
got them
prime.
in their prime.
And then first 10 minutes. After the first 10 minutes, they were hot. It was hot first 10 minutes, and it was like,
You see where they walked off of Impulsive?
yeah, dude, yeah, because
Impulsive?
he was asking him like
Impulsive?
impulse, yeah,
Yeah.
because he was asking him uncomfortable questions.
Yeah, they were like
dude.
what should you do with your money? And they were like, well, maybe you should sell some of your jewelry and set some of that money back. And they were like, oh, we're out of here.
Yeah,
They stood up and walked off.
They didn't want to hear it.
Did you see, dude? I know you know this guy.
We haven't had this money that long.
No shit. Let me enjoy this shit. Takashi 6ix9ine got his ass kicked in the gym.
Hey, so I saw something
didn't
about
see
that.
that.
Yeah, so
Whoa.
Takashi Kerplanchi 6ix9ine.
Kerplanchi.
Kerplanchi 6ix9ine. No, that Takashi guy. He was at the gym. I forget what gym it was in L.A. And some guys got a hold of him. They beat the shit out of him, man. And like
Yeah,
when he
In the
got
locker room or something?
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
If I was there working out, I wouldn't let them do that to my cousin. I'm just letting you know right now. I wouldn't let them do that to my cousin.
Dude, they fucked him up, dude. Like his face was. They fucked his face up, dude. Like he ran out and his face was like puffed up, dude. It was crazy. It was nuts, man. But I saw that. I forgot where I saw that in Twitter. Oh, they don't have a cameo? That's a shame. That's a shame. They're
Jean-Claude
missing out, dude.
Van Damme Johnson.
Johnson.
gotta
We're
watch
gonna watch
But
that.
you knew Steven Seagal wasn't going to do that,
No.
a cameo, because
Why?
he wants to be completely in control of what he says. He's
Yeah.
right.
Well,
Right?
he wants to be viewed too seriously
Yeah,
to do something like that.
He's not going to joke.
Gotta
with
have
you.
some fun, man.
He's
You
not
gotta laugh at yourself. You know, you gotta
Dude,
do
he's
it.
so obsessed with people taking him seriously,
and
and like,
and eating that carrot.
they, and he wants people to view him as a martial artist and not an actor.
Not just a martial artist, like
Martial artist.
like friend of Putin, world leaders, training. This whole country asked me to train their soldiers. He's done the law enforcement deal, the honorary deputy or whatever he was down in Louisiana.
Yeah, and he even took on a Louisiana accent while he was there.
Did he do
did.
Was there a TV show associated with that?
Yeah, it was like a
down there
true.
too?
It was like a what do you
Tr-
call it?
like a
First
true
48
crime?
Yeah, like a
hours,
reality show kind of thing. Yeah, it was rough to watch, but yeah, I watched it.
He's
You
got to make
guys
that
ever
money.
see
dude.
the Jason David Frank when he confronts Jean-Claude Van Damme in the airport and they were about to like straight up
Oh no
square
shit!
up?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Like he called him out because that goes back to what we were talking about. Like, hey, you about it? Like we're gonna do this or what? And Jean Claude just told him, it's like, man, like you don't want to do this right now.
Mm.
Oh, that's because Jason David Frank, he's like
Yeah.
straight up martial artist.
Yeah.
He's done MMA.
Yeah.
He's done everything. But like they were in the airport and he was calling out Van Damme.
Yeah.
How do you do that, man? Call out Van Damme.
Do that.
Get ballsy, man. Real ballsy.
But yeah, there's like a little clip of it of both of them
I
arguing in
just
the
watched that, man.
airport.
I used to see that. But no, I was always. But back to the thing you were asking, Van Damme was my guy. Like I liked him as
Yeah.
martial arts.
Yeah.
Van Damme was my thing, man. I liked him a lot.
He had some funny lines.
Oh, he was
in,
good, man.
in some
He was
movies.
good, man.
What was that movie he was in with it was something about this
Time Cop.
no, it was this kid. It was a low budget movie. This
They
kid that
were
was in
all kind of low
school-
budget.
this kid that was in school and he was like this he was like leading this like schoolyard fight or whatever. I can't
I
remember.
don't remember that either.
Hmm.
I remember Double Impact though.
I remember he did one with
There was two of them.
He did one with Dennis
Two
Rodman.
Van Dammes?
Yeah, there was two Van Dammes. Double Impact.
Oh wow.
That was the
Dennis-
best. That was probably my favorite movie.
Yeah, the one he did with Dennis Rodman was good too. I think it was called Double something or shit. I can't remember what it's called. But the one with Dennis Rodman was really good. Dennis Rodman was pretty good. In it. He was a decent actor, for the most part.
Double team.
Double Team. That's
That's Double Team.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
the one
Double
that Rodman.
Impact.
Okay.
Double Impact.
Oh, Universal Soldier.
yeah, he was in that.
He
yeah.
was in that too. Dolph Lundgren was. Oh,
Yeah.
that was good because they were both.
Surprised. I don't remember this many movies.
Really?
Oh,
No, I
Dude,
don't
I
remember
forgot.
this many
I
movies.
forgot he did Street Fighter.
There it is.
oh yeah, dude. That's
Double
right.
Impact.
I forgot
right
about
there.
that, dude.
They were twins. They were supposed to be
Oh.
twins.
Hmm.
That's crazy.
Do what?
No.
It was
Time
it was
Cop.
one that
Fighter. Like I remember all those movies.
the
Oh, was it that one guy though? Was it?
maybe it wasn't Van Damme.
It might have been that one guy that did that. Was that thing on Bob's Burger when they were doing that dancing? That one, capybara or capybara.
Capoeira.
I'm talking about the capybara, the little thing from the little bear
Hey,
from.
those are cool.
Those are cool.
I might be
They
thinking
eat
about
them
a
in
different
Louisiana.
guy.
What?
They eat those in Louisiana.
they eat
swamp
Nutra.
Nutra.
They eat
Nutra. I'm thinking about Nutra.
Yeah.
I think that was a capybara. Oh, I'm thinking about the one. that's-
Capybara is the biggest rodent.
Oh yeah,
in
the
world,
biggest
right?
rodent. Yes. I was
Hey,
thinking about.
he was a good villain in The Expendables. The Expendables 2, he was a good villain.
He was good. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's good. He's good, man. I
He's
don't mind
good.
him at all.
He's good.
I don't mind him at all, dude. Like I like him a lot. He's one of my favorites. Like I said.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Good movies, man. Like I said, you forget how much shit he made.
I know. I completely did.
Yeah, I didn't know he made that much stuff, man.
Oh, is that a sequel? Day of Reckoning, Universal Soldier, Day of Reckoning.
Dolph Lundgren.
Both of them are in there. Jeez.
Yeah, he was. I was. What was the other movie I was thinking about? Anyway, that dancing shit. What's it called? What?
Capoeira.
It was. It's that guy that's. Oh, I can't think of his name. Shit. He kind of looks like Bruce Lee's kid. He kind of looks like him. Has that Hispanic look to him.
Brandon.
Brandon
Lee.
Lee?
The guy looks like that. Anyway, I can't think of the guy. Anyway. Yeah.
Oh, it was the in Dalia's podcast.
Yeah.
It was the the quote where he goes,
Oh yeah.
"Your interview is over."
Yeah, yeah, I remember that.
Was
You're-
that
that's
Van,
it.
was that Van Damme?
No, I think it was that other guy with that Hispanic looking guy. That
I
went.
can't remember who that
Oh,
was.
shit, I can't remember the name of that.
Jordan Topu was
Yeah, dude, it was terrible. I talk about terrible English, dude. That dude was in
dude,
bad shape, dude.
it's so bad.
Yeah, I think no,
Javier Bardem.
no, was it?
Oh, okay,
No, I don't know.
okay.
I don't think so.
But I mean, it was another martial arts actor.
Yeah.
that was doing it.
Mm.
I know
I
we're
don't
all
know
the
who it
same
was.
age, somewhat. You're probably youngest at the table, but
I'm
who
40.
like your
Almost.
favorite martial arts film growing up?
Oh, that's a good question.
Mine's
Mine-
gonna be retarded. Mine's gonna be stupid because that's just the way I roll. I don't
Mine
give a
was
shit.
American Ninja.
I was gonna say probably I remember being at that age in school where we always went after we watched it, we wanted to punch on each other and think we could kick.
No,
and
we
all.
wanted like Chinese stars
Oh,
because
yeah.
ninjas were
It was
hot back
blood
then.
sport.
Bloodsport.
Blood sport.
Yeah, like I remember back then, like we were like one Chinese stars, ninjas, and all that stuff, and it was like in
I think it was blood sport. But I also remember from that age watching what used to come on Saturdays.
Yep.
Was the Kung Fu Theater
yes
where you saw the old
the voice dub, yep.
voiced over
Mhm.
Kung Fu movies.
Yes,
I got one that's gonna tug at some nostalgia strings here. Anybody that's listening to this, I'm gonna say this, and you're gonna go, oh, I forgot about that movie. Three Ninjas.
with the guy that's dead. The
It was nobody. It was like three random kids,
I
and they
thought it
were
was
like
like-
a part of this like Three Ninjas.
hmm.
If you're listening to this and you remember the movie Three Ninjas, comment your favorite part of about that
Hulk
movie.
Hogan in that movie.
I remember. I think he was
Under
actually.
lips,
I remember.
sidekicks.
It-
shit.
I remember
yeah.
it started. The movie was this like wise like Asian martial artist guy or whatever, and there was these three masks, and each of these kids got these three masks or whatever.
What year was that? Because like I said, ninjas were hot
nine-
for a
nine-
while.
89.
91,
The whole
90
throwing
maybe.
stars
something
and
like
all
that.
that
Yeah, that was hot.
They made like
Mm.
sequels to it, but the first I only saw the first
92?
one. 92,
92.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
And it was like the
oh, there's Hogan.
it was the
Then-
cheesiest of cheesy.
Need to go back and check that one out.
Oh, wait, hold on, scroll
I
down.
think I was a little older on that one.
Yeah, like American Ninja was like 1985.
Victor Wong, that was the guy. That was the like the old.
He
like,
was in
martial
all
artist
the
guy.
martial
He was
art
in the
movies.
he was in Revenge of the Nerds too. He was
Yeah,
he was
Booger's-
Booger's he was Booger's
mentor.
mentor. Yes.
Yep.
He's taught him how to burp and fart. I think too. As well.
Yeah,
I
uh-huh.
mean, this is highbrow shit, dude. We're talking about highbrow. shit.
That's good stuff.
I'm going high, dude. I'm going high. And then for me, yeah, Showdown a little. For me, it's gonna be off the beaten path as usual, and it's gonna be The Last Dragon with
I love
Oh,
The
you
Last
talking about
Dragon.
yeah.
Bruce Leroy
Blue-
and
yeah.
Love The Last
and
Dragon.
Show Enough
Yeah.
and
Who's your master?
and to let you in, just like I let you guys know about the breakdancing board and all that shit. After I watched that, I had to go buy a pair of nunchucks.
There it
Nunchuck.
is.
Yeah, I had to go.
No,
buy it. I was
dude,
like,
I totally remember that right
Dude,
there. It's
hey,
Show Enough.
Show
You
Enough,
didn't
dude.
mess with Show Enough.
No,
and
dude.
his All
He
Stars.
had to kiss my Converse.
Uh huh. You
Black-
didn't mess with his
Black
All Stars.
Dynamite knew some martial arts too.
Yeah, Black Dynamite.
did.
That,
He knew some martial arts.
what was the other one too? There was another one
Don't
like
be
that.
messing with me while I'm doing my kung fu.
Yeah, but that I would love that movie, and like I said, because of that movie, I got
Dude, I
nunchucks.
could watch that movie over
Oh,
and
yeah,
over
dude,
and
like-
over again.
And then what's her name? The singer. She used to be Prince's chick. Prince used to date her. The girl that was in that movie.
God,
what's her
I know who
name?
you're talking about.
It was in Purple Rain.
Yes.
Yeah, Vanity was her name.
Yep.
She was the love interest in The Last Dragon. It was a great movie, man.
That
It
was,
a great
that
movie.
was yeah, that's
a
a
good
real
movie.
good movie.
So I know
good
we,
one.
we like to do verses sometimes, right? Or
Yeah.
who would win. So back to Seagal.
Yeah.
He and Ralph Macchio in a straight up
Oh
straight
my
up
God.
martial arts fight.
Are we talking about okay?
I'm talking about Karate Kid in his prime, man.
Rug for
Are,
rug,
are we,
rug for rug.
are we talking about the people or their hair?
They're both pulling the wool over our eyes with his hair.
Yeah. Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
One's a rug, one's a can of spray paint.
But you know, it's gonna be a good fight.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I got my money on Ralph, dude.
Yeah,
The reason because
Macho,
he's gonna do
dude.
some illegal kicks and
Yeah,
he's gonna
dude.
do something he's not supposed to be, a crane kick.
There's gonna be a crane kick in
he's
there.
gonna,
Yeah,
he's gonna
for
fuck
sure.
somebody over, yeah. So it's gonna be some bullshit. But I got
Seagal's not gonna be able to get to his wrist.
because he's waxing on.
Yeah, he's waxing on and waxing off. Dude. He's not gonna be able to get to his wrist.
And when he
So-
gets that figured out, he's gonna paint the fence.
yeah, and sand the floor, sand the floor,
In the
sand the floor. Yeah, that's so good, man.
Yeah.
Mr. Miyagi, I miss him, dude.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah, dude. He was also
What's his name? Pat.
Morita?
Or Matt. Pat.
Morita?
Morita.
Yeah, he was also the cook at Foundsy and them.
Yeah,
Happy Days. He was
Happy
the cook.
Days.
He was.
Dude, I forgot about that.
He
Yeah,
was.
he was.
making burgers back there,
Yeah.
dude.
Wow,
burgers,
dude.
yeah.
I forgot
And-
about that.
And another fun fact: Tom Hanks was a bully, and he tried to bully Fonzie, and it didn't pan out too well.
Tom Hanks?
Tom Hanks
In
is a
Happy
bully.
Days?
No way.
He was a bully, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, he was the bully in Happy Days. Yeah, I think
Tom
There it is.
Hanks.
There it is. And he also was a
He's
chef
dressed
too.
like a karate
Yeah,
suit.
he was dressed like a chef. Yeah,
What?
yeah, dude. Tom Hanks, man.
Man.
That picture right there is going on the.
What?
That's going on the
Look at
podcast.
Look at him.
Look at this.
Look at that, dude.
Look at the fonts,
Wow.
bro.
Hey,
Look at the
font-
fonts.
He don't even
is
care.
Not even worried about it.
He don't
right
even care.
Big Jew cat. He don't care, dude. He don't.
Hey,
care,
look at
man.
Mr. Miyagi in the background. Oh my god, dude,
There's a lot of action going on.
that
there.
is
There's worlds colliding
crazy.
right
Oh,
here,
yeah.
man. Worlds colliding.
That is so crazy.
George doesn't like that.
Hey, super left field,
Mm.
off topic and everything, but he came up, so I have to ask, what's your favorite Tom Hanks movie?
Hands down, has to be Big. Big's mine.
That's mine
Big.
too.
Either Big or if I want to be
That's so good.
if I want to be dark, Philadelphia.
Okay.
If I want to go
okay.
dark,
All right,
Philadelphia.
All right. All
I
right.
want to be dark, but
Big, dude. That's
Big
a
is the
good
shit,
movie.
man.
Yeah,
Big.
it holds up too.
oh, it still
I
does,
watched
man.
it
Still does.
maybe 3 weeks ago, something like
Still
that.
does, man.
It's a really good movie.
Yeah, Big was my
Really
favorite.
good
I always looked for that Zoltar machine. I always wanted to do
Yes.
it. I wanted to put my coin in there and wish make me
Yeah,
skinny, make me
that's
thin.
Zoltar.
I don't be a fat
Hey,
ass no
there we
more,
go.
dude. But it didn't work. And nonetheless, we're still here, fat as shit. Who cares?
Yep.
Fuck it.
Yep.
I don't care. But yeah, so Big was mine. What was yours, dude? Did you like a Tom Hanks movie? You're wearing a Tom Hanks
was it
guy.
Bachelor Party?
Oh yes. Dude, I
Okay.
forgot about
Yeah,
Bachelor Party,
Bachelor
dude.
Party.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. They had a cocaine instead of a cocaine bear. They had a cocaine donkey.
I got a sleeper for you in a second.
Okay.
I got a sleeper.
Okay, so he makes a lot of good movies. I'm not the biggest Tom Hanks fan,
Okay.
but
yeah,
Saving Private Ryan.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's
yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
That's-
classic.
that's my favorite war
I
movie.
still get
Mhm.
that scene at the end at the grave.
Yeah, he got pretty deep in that, huh?
Spoiler alert.
He got pretty deep in Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
He took his comedy out.
Oh yeah, he was,
That was
a
real
great
quick.
show.
That was a good show, man.
And what's the sleeper, dude?
Dude, he was in so many good movies. Like, even if he didn't win awards for him or whatever, like, he was in so many good movies. People are gonna forget he was in. We're looking at some of his movies now. People are gonna forget he was in Elvis.
Yeah.
He was his manager in Elvis.
Hey,
Dude, my sleeper
uh-huh.
is Money Pit.
Money Pit was good. Money Pit was good. I like
That's
that.
like-
I like
that's
his
like, okay.
I like serious Tom Hanks better than comedy Tom Hanks.
Oh,
if that's-
my thing was another
Fair,
sleep.
that's fair.
My sleeper was That Thing You Do. It
Oh
was a
yeah.
terrible movie, but great movie.
Mine was
Yeah.
The Burbs.
I quit.
I quit.
Mine was The Burbs.
Oh, I love it. No, I say it was terrible to the people, to the masses, not to me. I loved it.
Dude,
Green Mile, man.
honestly, if you're listening to this podcast, pause it and go look up Tom Hanks movies.
Yeah, Shit ton, dude.
Every single one of them are bangers.
Banger.
That's-
Every single
Banger.
one of them are
What is it?
so
What is it?
good.
I'm out of the loop. What do the kids say? Slaps? What is that? Is that what the kids say?
What, Jen?
Slaps.
Slap.
I don't think
Oh,
that's.
yeah,
I don't
I
think
know.
that's not the whole catalog.
Hey,
I don't
I
think.
just forgot Apollo 13.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
That's why I said I think I like his movies and the serious roles better than his television comedy.
Dude,
I didn't like
The
that.
League of Their Own.
Oh, League of Their
There's
Own.
no
is great.
crying in
Own-
baseball?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
one of the most iconic
Like,
scenes right
yeah.
there. Catch Me If You Can.
Oh yeah.
With Leo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
good.
yeah,
Good
for
stuff,
sure.
man.
So
I mean, there's
the,
so many.
The Terminal was really good, dude. All the Da Vinci Code series,
Road
Did
to
you-
Perdition.
all of those, so
Road to
good.
Perdition was
And I didn't know that after the fact, the
got
terminal
mail?
was real, man. The terminal was a real deal. The
Yeah,
guy
yeah.
got stuck at
Yep.
the airport. That was
Sure.
cool as shit. That
Yep.
was a cool shit story, man. I love it.
These are, I mean, honestly,
Oh, I
Just
forgot he played
so good.
Mr. Rogers.
He looks
Totally
just like him.
forgot.
News of the World. I haven't seen that yet.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen that. I need to check it out. That's all of his stuff, man.
Totally
I
forgot he
want to
played
see his
Mr.
new one,
Rogers.
the A Man Called Otto.
Oh yeah, that looks
I want
funny.
to see that. It
Yeah.
looks really good.
Back to the thing, as the kids say, they say slap angel, and what else do the kids say? Angel? Do they say bussin'? Bussin'?
Bussin'?
Okay.
What the hell?
This
What
is
do you-
it's a sad time for us. It's a sad time for the world.
I'm on the
Sad
porch
time.
right. I'm on the porch right
It's a
now.
sad time right now.
We're gonna have to get a green screen of a porch on the back.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Get off of my lawn.
So I'm not trying to move back or anything,
No, go
but
ahead, go ahead.
I just watched Captain Phillips for the first time the other day,
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen.
and I didn't want to like it. I started it and I was like, you know what? just want to see what the hype is about or whatever.
Go into a movie.
I didn't want to like it, and I started watching it, and I was like, "There's no way this actually happened." And then I looked it up. Almost exactly how the movie shows it is what happened
Hmm.
in real life.
Hey, spoil it for me and tell me what's that movie about.
The
'Cause
the
I'm not gonna watch it.
the Somalian
Oh,
pirates.
yeah, I'm the captain now thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that one. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, yes,
It's
yes.
it's a true story.
I've seen that.
It's a
yes.
true story, and what they show in the movie
Mhm.
is almost verbatim
Yeah,
what happened.
That's the pirate, the Somali
Yeah,
pirate.
that's
show.
good shit,
Yeah.
man.
Yep. It is a really, really good
All right,
movie.
I like more Tom Hanks
Ah,
movies than
Tom
I
Hanks kills it,
Tom
bro.
Hanks, man.
But I think I like him because the movie's good. I'm not just. I didn't call myself a huge Tom Hanks fan.
There you go.
But the movies are good.
They speak
Yeah.
for themselves.
But I
They
did
speak for
forget. I
themselves.
did forget about Bachelor Party. Bachelor Party was great. It had Tanya Katane. Oh man, she's awesome. She was
Yeah,
on
dude,
the-
that was a good
She was
time.
great. She was
I
great.
felt like
on
I
the-
was there.
Yeah, me too. She was.
Hey.
Go ahead.
Sorry,
No,
I
no,
was
go
just
ahead.
gonna say, how out to lunch is his son though, huh?
Oh
Chet
yeah. Oh,
Hanks?
Chet.
Colin?
Chet Hanks.
Chet.
Oh,
no,
Chet.
Colin's great. Colin
Yeah,
has
but
great
Colin's-
movies
Yeah,
too.
he's a
Colin
great
has
actor.
good
Colin has
movies.
He's
great
a great
movies,
actor.
too.
He's a great actor.
Orange County.
He was
Oh
good
my
in.
God, dude,
He was
that's
also
so
good in
funny.
Dexter. He was great. in
Yes.
Dexter. He was
He's
great
good
in
in
Yes.
Dexter.
Fargo series.
Yeah,
I haven't seen him in that.
He's a
There's-
he,
look at his son,
honestly,
dude.
he's a great actor. Dude,
Pull him
Chet,
up. Chet Hanks.
Chet Hanks
That's
out to lunch.
Yeah.
and brunch.
I never even heard of this. guy.
Hey,
He's a
there's
rapper.
daddy's money.
He's a rapper.
I smell daddy's money.
Rapper, dude. He's big though. I mean, he's big in that culture. He's big, man. He's huge. He made a big hit with White Boy Summer, and he
White
got in
Boy
trouble
Summer,
for
yeah.
that. He got in trouble for that, but we listen to music and with art.
People ask Tom Hanks about Chet, and
He
and
kind of just walks off.
Tom Hanks is just like,
Yeah,
yeah.
He's like,
Tom
"What?"
Hanks is just like, I don't, yeah, sure.
He's
Now my son Colin.
he's a hell of an actor. And there's
Yeah,
another,
my son Colin
Yeah.
is.
and there's another. I think they have another son. He's got another one, doesn't he? Does he have another son that acts too as well? I'm not sure. I thought there was another son. There's
Man,
a
wouldn't
third
you
one.
want that? What it would be like to have that credit card?
Hey,
Oh man.
Golly.
Colin looks like him though, huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
sounds like him too.
Yeah,
dude.
he
It
looks and sounds like him.
it's
I'd be
Crazy.
worse than that guy.
I need a new nose.
Colin is also the if you watch the new Jumanji movies, he's the kid grown up.
Oh,
He's the actor that plays the grown up kid in
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's
in,
another actor.
Jumanji.
That one, right? The other kid. He's actor too. Yeah, I believe he's an actor
Truman
as well.
Hanks, yeah,
An
that's
actor as
right.
well, yeah. But yeah, so that town's got family coming out of everywhere, dude. Out of every hole, they're talented, man. The mall.
Chet, dude. Oh
Yeah.
my god, dude.
Yeah. Yeah,
He's-
man. Tom Hanks.
Tom
dude.
don't like to talk about
Hey,
Chet.
does Seagal have
Yeah.
any kids?
That's a good question.
I want to
actually.
see what
I
that,
actually
what,
don't even know.
What does that look like?
I actually don't even know.
Oh my God.
Steven Seagal. That guy. Amazing.
Let's see.
Nope.
Oh wait,
Oh,
wait.
they do.
oh,
Him and
oh.
Kelly LeBrock, bro.
Oh, is that one? Oh, man. She's got
Hey.
that smoldery look too.
She looks just like him.
Beast
Oh my
mode.
God.
Beast mode.
This dress, man.
Hey.
Oh.
Nice.
That's,
hey,
that's
Vinnie.
Kelly LeBrock's daughter.
Vinny, I want to show you an Instagram video that I found the other day.
Wow.
that I
Damn.
think you'll like. I'm gonna show it to all of you.
Hmm.
guys.
How
I'll
tall
show
is
you.
she?
He has 2 kids.
Okay. Wow.
Remind me when we finish.
Yeah, you passed on that smoldering look to her for sure.
Damn. If she's as tall as her dad, she's gonna make it.
Oh yeah, she's gonna.
Dude, she looks just like him.
That's nuts, dude. That's
Wow.
nuts. That's crazy, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, she does have that vibe to her. Yeah, she does have that vibe to her.
She looks like a young Steven Seagal.
That's good stuff, dude. That's good stuff.
There has never been a more accurate photo
Oh
than
my
that right
God.
there.
That's beautiful.
He sticks with the clothing.
Oh, and
though,
by the
doesn't he?
way,
Yeah.
the little what's his name? Munster, little Eddie Munster.
Yeah.
He's a douchebag. If you ever see him
Talking
at a
about
Comic
Butch?
Con,
Or no, it's not Butch. Yeah, it is Butch.
Which what? Which
Butch
yeah.
Patrick.
Hey,
yeah.
he was in a murder investigation too, I believe.
He got. I forgot how he got roped into it, but yes, he was in it. But he is a douche. I have it from a close friend there that said he met him at a Comic Con kind of thing.
Yeah.
Biggest douche in the world.
What?
Do you know anything
Charges
about
you
that
$50 for
murder
a picture. You
investigation?
want to take a picture? $50.
Something?
You know.
What?
Damn, for a photo.
One photo,
Dude.
dude.
Hey,
Yeah.
come
Vinny,
say
how
hello,
much-
Vinny
Vin-
Zuko.
Vinny,
I'll
how
do it
much
for
do you
$5?
$5.
I was supposed to ask you how much you charge.
$5.
Hey, $5, man.
Yeah,
Hey.
he was a douche, man.
Yeah.
He's known as a douche. Oh yeah,
Wow.
that's right. Yeah, there you go.
He was kind of a suspect there for a bit.
He was sketchy, man. He had that bat when he came out of the house. He swung that bat.
Mhm.
He came out of the door. A little
Man, what
Brady
you
Munster.
know? I don't know. I don't know if we solved this Seagal mystery or not, but
I think
it's just
I
too
think
much.
He's a slice of America. There,
Well, he's not anymore though, right?
He's not though. He's not. That's right. He's a
He went
Ruski now.
Russia.
He's a Ruski guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Ruski. Yeah, he's
Kicking the nuts.
kicking the nuts, man.
What a kick in the
So I guess we're kind of winding down, man. I wanted to kind of hit a couple things before we get out of here. And
Yeah, what's up?
So wanted to say we came with some new friends. Give our friends a new follow. They're doing the same for us. We're kind of swapping and promoting each other here on the social media stuff. Follow our new friends. They're it's called Toys Were Us podcast.
Toys were.
Toys Were Us
yeah.
podcast, and they're doing the same for us. They will promote us on their show. They're out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. The reason why I stumbled across them is because I was looking through Instagram and through hashtags and stuff. I was going through podcast things, and I fell upon these. I saw a post they had about they're from Tulsa, Oklahoma. So they said they were at the site where the Outsiders happened, and they had like memorabilia. They had the little desk where Pony Boy wrote his note and shit. Like they had all this cool shit, nostalgia shit. And I told him, dude, what do you get? I asked him, you guys from Oklahoma? He said, yeah, we're Tulsa. We started talking, going back and forth. He goes, we started following each other podcast, and they started following us on Spotify, did the notification, all that good stuff, and we did the same for them. And hopefully down the road, we're gonna have a little collab with those guys down the road. Like I said,
that'd
we
be
got
cool.
it's really cool. Yeah, there it is. There's that post they had of Pony Boy's table, newspaper article there, and just memorabilia and stuff from the movie. It was great, man. We were talking for a while there, going back and forth. But they're great guys. They're like in about 10 or so episodes in. They're into it, man. They love the same thing we're into, kind of the same kind of vibe, man. And
Let's take a road trip, man. We'll go up
Yeah,
there. and,
Tulsa.
Dude, I want to
Tulsa,
go to
man.
Tulsa so
Oh,
bad.
that's right.
do
You were
it,
talking about
dude.
Tulsa. Yeah, you were talking about that. But yeah,
go
we
up there
go
and
meet
check it
them
out.
halfway. As they say, we'll meet them halfway. Meet me halfway. There was a song on Over the Top. Anyway,
That'd
Kenny
probably
Loggins.
be Dallas.
Kenny Loggins.
It was
Over the
Kenny
Top.
Loggins.
That's what goes in my head, dude. He's like, anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, so these guys are awesome, dude. Give them a follow. Toys R Us. They're doing, like I said, they're doing the same for us. They're promoting them on promoting us on their show as well. Great guys. Also, too, we're gonna next week, or not next week, but the following week, we're gonna keep you posted on the conspiracy theory episode. We're gonna do that. So we got
excited
we
about
got
that,
time for
man.
our conspiracies to build them up. And if you guys got suggestions,
Yeah.
write them on
we
our
may
social
tell
media.
you when we're gonna do it and not do it that day.
We might switch it up.
Is
yeah.
this a conspiracy, dude? Yes.
Dude, there's so many of it since we started talking about this because Vinny has been chomping at the bit to this. So
Dude,
since he brought it, and then well, Trent as well.
I
But
can't wait, dude.
I've been looking through
can't
some
wait.
stuff.
Moon,
I
dude,
found some
that
interesting
moon.
stuff. Yeah.
Hey, get ready.
Yeah.
It might be a 3-hour episode. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
we've got a lot of stuff
Oh,
to
I
talk
got-
about.
Might be a two-parter, just to let
Yeah,
you
We've
know.
got a
right?
lot of stuff to talk about,
To
man.
be
We're gonna break
continued.
out the tinfoil hats and
Oh, yeah.
everything.
I
It's
don't know.
So we got that going on. Like I said, give
Flat
those guys give those guys a follow there. As for us, give us a follow. Of course, follow us all. Follow the 52.
Hey.
And Vinny, did you? Vinny, you
Was it-
were victorious this weekend, right? You kicked some ass this weekend.
Man, let me tell
Hey.
you about that, man. Let me tell you about that. I got caught putting my feet on the ropes, man.
Oh, man.
I got caught putting my feet on the ropes. But hey, the ref saw it. He rolled me up, took it home. But you know what? I'm going to come back again.
It's all right.
Let me tell you
It's
right
all
now,
It's okay.
right now. Share, like, and subscribe. Tell your friends.
Yeah. Where's it at?
Hey, where's it at?
Somewhere in there.
Hey,
Somewhere.
look at it.
Somewhere
Bam.
in there. Yeah, it's
Bam.
There, dude.
Bam.
somewhere
That's
in there.
it.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. We got anything else?
Episode 53.
Yeah,
Anything
man.
else you guys want to cover?
Good, man.
We're good.
This has been the 52 podcast. We'll check you next time. Adios.
I was just in my office and I heard a ruckus.